who can feel like they can go there and rewatch the market analysis. So what we have to focus on is, like we always do last week, okay? We need to focus on how the candle closed on every pair. And then from there, we can select which pair to trade this week from our basket. We are not going to go and trade everything, okay? We have Euro USD, GBP USD. Let me give you the correlations. We have Euro USD like this. Euro USD that is correlated to GBP USD, that is also inverted correlated to USD CHF. Okay, these three pairs, I can use them for one idea, to find one idea. You don't need many trade in a week. You can need like 2 or even 1 per pair. Sometimes we force trades. I need to cut all the mics off. Sorry guys. So what I'm saying here is, this is the first group, okay? We have a second group, which is gold and silver. Okay? And these two, sometime I compare them to DXY. So I can, you see, these two are opposed to the two remaining here. So the two here, they're correlated, and this one is inverted correlated. Same as here, inverted correlated. So now, these two can give me a divergence. Sometimes there'll be a crack in correlation, and it will give me a sign, and I will be careful about what is going to happen. So I'm going to give you another group. It's USD. Okay, I usually don't do it, but let me give you this one. Euro JPY and GBP JPY. Okay, this is another group, and this is the last group. Euro AUD and GBP AUD. These are the main pairs that I trade, and you can see it here. But sometimes, if I have a clear candle that will give me a direction, I can use USD CAD and USD JPY. Okay, sometimes I use them, but these are the main pairs I focus on. Or if I don't see anything on these two, I will go look for S&P 500 or NAS 100. All these instruments are correlated. Why do I do it? Because I want to find a crack in correlation, and I can use it to my advantage. Okay, so let's quickly do that. I will keep this window here so we can come back and see if we've done this and then this. Okay, 5 minutes per group. Let's go. Now here I'm going to go on, let's go drop here. I will have to break this in two. Okay, so we're gonna do Euro USD and GBP USD the same time. Okay, I want to remove everything that I have here. I want my chart to be clean. Let's go on the daily here, and here also let's go on the daily. Okay, what do you have here? Sorry, I need to take this off. I have this, even more economic. I have 12. Good. Everything's fine here. Okay. I need to remove. Okay, I don't want the events. So if I go on the 30-minute time frame, I don't have any line. And here too. I don't want the breaks. Okay, that's it. So now let's go. Okay, we have GBP USD. You can see it here, guys. If you go up there, you can see GBP USD. Okay, and when I click here, it changes. You see now it's Euro USD. Do you see that? So we're going to use these two side by side to understand what we should expect for this week. I'm going to close all the indicators because we don't need them for now or anything else. Now here, I'm going to take this and let's go now to study what price is trying to show us. First of all, you know how the candle close can define the next candle, okay? So on the daily here, what do you see? This is GBP USD and this is Euro USD. What do you see here? Daily. Let me go on daily here. Sorry. I need to be on the daily. Here on the daily too. Okay. Now, every time I move the mouse here, look at my cross lines. You can see them on the other side too. Here and here. Okay? So pay attention. Now look at this. If I go on a weekly time frame on Euro USD and then on a weekly time frame on GBP USD, what do I have? First of all, I should look on the few past weeks, what price is doing, and then I will ask myself, what week am I? Am I the first, the second, the third, or the fourth week? Because not all the weeks will behave the same according to the previous one. If the first week of the month was an expansion, maybe the second week will just retrace or come down. Okay? What I see here, okay, I guess you prefer I put blue candles everywhere. So here on the left, you have GBP and here you have Euro USD. What I see is price was bullish, okay? Since January. Same thing here. Now we arrived somewhere, price is consolidating. We also had a retracement, but then price continued. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost like 10 weeks, we're staying in the same place. This is a consolidation. Okay? On the weekly time frame, it's a consolidation. So we don't expect much. We are going to trade on the lower time frame to get these opportunities. But maybe price has finished manipulating and we are trying to go up now. You see that? Why? We have a rejection here and price came and closed bullish inside of this range here. Here I have target. Why? Because after this sweep here, price has not reached the next high that we have here. Okay, so these highs can be my targets. When I look on the other side here on GBP USD, you can see that the correlated pair, we still have some room and we are bullish. Every bearish move is a retracement. So after this sweep inside of my retracement, I should expect to see price continue higher. Also, look at what happened on Forex Factory, like I showed you here. You see this? On Friday, we had a negative news for the unemployment rate and non-farm employment change. You see, the expected or the forecast, okay, was not met. So the actual numbers are negatives. Okay, so we need to know that dollar has lost some strength. What does that mean? If dollar has lost some strength, what should the next week do? Go on DXY. You see here, weak, we rejected, bearish. Here, swept, we're showing intention. If I drop on M15, what are you seeing here? Without even going further. You see? Price is reversing. Look at what Friday did. Opened here, closed here. Bearish move. Okay? We had another bearish. This was just a retracement. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay? And Thursday. Then price dropped on DXY with the news. So for me, I need to focus on, let's keep this intact, it's 100. So right now we are here, okay? We are doing Euro USD and GBP USD, okay? You see how price retraced, and then after this rejection here, price is not showing any bearish intention. Every time it's trying to go lower, price is getting rejected, okay? So it's refusing to go lower. Same thing here. Now I need to go closer so I can understand more what I will do on the next days, Monday and Tuesday. Remember, if the price wanna create a bullish move, it will create a low move first and then go up and close here. Candle formation, remember? Like we did last week. So here, I will drop on the daily time frame. I already know that we have a rejection pushing us bullish, okay? So when I come here, I will have to have the same idea, okay? Go on the daily, and here too, I'll go on the daily. Okay, let me reduce this windows here. Now, when I see this, it's almost obvious. Why? Because if I show you the H4, you will see a reversal. But it's not confirmed on the daily yet. Why? Because we have the sweep on the daily time frame. We need to close above this guy here to confirm our range. And then inside this range, we can look for a trade. But remember, this is the daily time frame. So as the day started going up on GBP USD and also on Euro USD, but we are still inside of a range, we must be careful. Okay, I will look for some clues on a lower time frame. That's why right now, all I have to do is to mark the previous daily high and the previous daily low. And then we are going to compare it to the previous weekly high and previous weekly low. So we have the previous daily low here. So this is Friday's low and Friday's high. Same here on Euro USD, okay? Now, what do I see here? Price has closed in a breakout. We all know what that means. It means price will have the intention to continue in the same direction, creating a candle like this. We target these highs here, okay? So for me, I will expect to see Monday to be bullish, okay? But remember, our week also must be bullish. And we just said, if we want to see something bullish, we should expect the creation of a week first and then continue higher, okay? And then close somewhere here. So I will go on the other instrument. That's how I choose my pair. Which one is the more obvious? Look at here. We have level of liquidity. Why? Because of the equal high zone. We have equal highs here. That is reinforcing the idea that we had a sweep before. That sweep here, there's no liquidity here. There's no one selling because everybody was selling and buying here was swept away. Now everyone who was selling here is still safe. And that is the one that we need to go get next. So I think GBP will be a best pair to trade on Monday and Tuesday, because here on Euro USD is not clear. And when you go back on the weekly time frame, now let me mark the weekly high and the weekly low. We have the previous week high here, but this is actually our previous week, but I'm showing you the week before. We closed bearish, we did not touch this level here, and then we came back bullish. Obviously, we could consider this as a sweep to continue lower, but look how the price closed bullish with a bullish intention. So it's not very clear. Let's go try now on GBP USD. What do we have on GBP USD? On GBP USD, you can see there's a difference. We swept all the liquidity on the higher side, buy side and sell side, and we even swept the lowest point again, which gave us, okay, go back on the weekly. Here it's also on the weekly. You have a divergence here. You see this? The previous week and this week, the last week, I mean, the one that's ended, has swept on Euro USD. So I know Euro USD has no chance to come lower. And also this engulfment here, after this sweep, okay, creating this double bottom, that will be a target later. But for now, I expect price to come here. I have how much pips is that? I have, let me grab this. From where we closed to here, we have almost 100 pips to target. So this is actually what I will do, okay, for the next coming days. I will target these highs here. So let me go back real quick. Target this guy here. Why? Because we just swept these lows, all these lows, because the previous weekly low. And when you go on a daily, you can see how we swept everything here and we created this divergence. If you go here and you look on a daily time frame, did not sweep any divergence. I want you to look at these swing points here. It's the same day, same time here. You see when my mouse is moving, looking now at this one here. Okay. Okay, Drea said. Okay, I'm seeing your question, Jales and Drea. Okay, so here, look, to respond to your question, correlated pairs means a correlated pair is a pair that is moving the same or in the same rhythm that the other pair. What do I mean by that? I mean, if on GBP we have a lower low, on Euro USD we also have a lower low, okay? It means they are moving the same way. It's correlated, they are related, okay? And now at some point, when price create a higher high here, and here it doesn't create a higher high, create a lower high. No, this is not a lower high actually. Create lower high. This is a higher low. This is a higher low, okay? And from here, it creates a lower low, okay? You see? Now, when we have that, let me now mark with a blue line here. And here, we have a crack in correlation. Why? Because they were moving the same, okay? Here, high, low, high, low, high, low. And at some point, instead of creating this higher low, it created a lower low. This is a crack in correlation. And the crack in correlation, it's called divergence. Okay? Correlation means moving the same direction. And if I say inverted correlation, it means a pair, every time it goes up, the other one goes down. At some point, if this guy is going up and this guy is also going up, there's crack in correlation. because it's supposed to be the opposite. So inverted correlation, it means moving in the opposite direction, and correlated means moving in the same direction and respecting the same times window. Like here, you can see when I mark these lows on Euro USD here, okay? And here, it's at the same time. They were supposed to create the same move, but look at what GBP created, okay? So Euro is the strongest pair of the two. Why? Because his price is going up and here is going down according to the dollar. So what I expect now is, I know GBP has swept liquidity, even if it's the weaker instrument here, but I want to see him break this high. As soon as break is high here, I will also observe at this point, I mean here, if we close above, now then I can buy on Euro USD and also on GBP USD, and now I will look for the perfect setup for myself. Okay, for this week. So what I mean here is, we should be careful and observe what price will give us, but the Monday will be a bullish day just to complete this move on GBP USD, to come here, grab all these equal highs, finish this bullish move, okay, continue like this to go get this level here. So GBP USD is more interesting for me. Why? Here, I told you this is the strongest pair. You can see here on Euro USD, he already took out this liquidity. So Euro USD will be like, we call it sometimes we say he's gonna wait for GBP to synchronize. He will just stay here in place doing something else without going up or down. It will just consolidate, but GBP will come and catch up for this move. And when he catches up, then they can all drop together, or you will see GBP now close above. Here will not close above. It will create another divergence, and then from there we'll be sure that price will drop. When you have divergence, it's a sign that price will reverse, opposing the direction that the price was going in. So here I know I have this. I also have a fair value gap above here where price should probably go on GBP USD. Here on Euro USD, it's already taken out, okay? And price is consolidating here inside. So it's not that sure, even if I know this could be liquidity that we should grab. Why? Because this point respected this supply zone that was a weaker one. Why is it weak? Because it did not break any structure here. This guy is weak, gotta be taken out later. See this one, weak, couldn't break. This one couldn't break structure here, so give us liquidity here, swept on this side, left us this double bottom. So everybody right now has been selling from here. We are going to go take them out. After taking them out, now we target these equal lows, liquidity we get taken out. So, okay, so this is what I guess price will do this week. We will have a bullish move to go get these highs. Okay, mark this on your chart and we will observe together what price will give us. Okay guys, now let me quickly go on the others so we finish. Okay, this one is almost correlated. Let me show you GA first. GA and okay, GA and EA. Let's go. Here we have GA here and here EA. Okay, I think I took some trade here just to last week, but yeah, let me clean this up. Okay, everything's clean now. Take this off. Okay guys, so same principle. We look at how price closed last week and we can expect. Okay, perfect, that's very good. You see here how price closed after this sweep. We had a sweep, price opened up, closed bearish, this is just a retracement. Where are we going? Down here. Okay, and you can see how price rejected before here. Price has a target, so we are going to go lower on Euro AUD. Okay, this is the weekly move. I don't mean it's gonna be an expansion, no, but what I mean is price will have tendency to go down, to go grab these liquidities here, or at least to retrace inside the sweep here, okay, before continue higher. It's not very clear like we saw on Euro USD as well, because GBP is giving us something more clear. You can see here we have a bearish close, and then the week closed bearish again with intention to continue lower, and we have this low. If I go on the line chart, you can see that we did not reach this lows yet, and it's also equal to this one, so we have liquidity down here. This has been respecting the trend line, going lower, so we can have a move like this. Okay, you see? So for me, on the weekly time frame, GBP AUD will drop. Let me see now on Euro AUD. Yeah, this is just a retracement. So maybe Monday and Tuesday will reach this place, and then from here we can drop later. You see? Move, and now close the week. Maybe we have this. Okay? There's nothing sure, but we know how price behaves and how the candle form. Okay? How the candles form will help us understand what we should expect for the week. And if you see on the daily here on GBP AUD, we don't have a clear fair value gap. Okay, price will probably continue lower straight from this supply zone. Okay, so bearish here. I think we start the move up first and then we drop like we see here. Now let me go on gold. Okay, let me go back on gold. We have gold and silver. I will just grab it here. Where's silver? Okay, I have silver here. Gold will be on the right. Let's go quickly. I need to finish all the pairs. So here we have the daily time frame. Gold is opposite to dollar. What do you see here? This is silver and this is gold. What do you see? The past 3 weeks were bullish, correlated, okay? But sometimes we have crack in correlation that can just tell us that price will reverse. Look, we have a crack in correlation here. Okay, let me find this one. It's here to here. So you have this line. I need to show you now in line. Moving up, creating a higher high. What do you have here? You have a lower low, and here you have a higher low. Okay, this correlation showed that price would reverse from this and continue higher, and that's what happened on silver. These are weekly candles, so you should not care much about what happened here. You should care about what is about to happen. What do we have? That's why I did not want to do it, because we just came from an expansion. We should expect a retracement for some time and then continue higher. Probably gold will continue higher, but we have Monday and Tuesday to retrace inside this range. Same here on silver. And if we find a crack in correlation, we are going to use it to our advantage to grab some trade in the weeks. So here you see the retracement has started already, but the bullish move is so strong. Price has rejected from this fair value gap and closed bullish on the daily. So on the daily time frame, we could possibly see an opening here and continue higher, because you see this, there were no retracement. Sometimes price is strong and just want to continue in the same direction. We don't need to oppose ourselves to the trend. The trend is our friend, so we keep going the same direction. Here, silver, I don't trade silver. I just use it for correlation to understand when there's crack in correlation. And I've seen one here because you can see how we break structure here and here we didn't. So that could be yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hi, Jessica. Hey, Jessica Maggie is in the chat. Say hi to her. Yeah. So here you have this, and after this break, okay, I could possibly see price wait, and then after this break here, then they will continue together. It happened many times. Here, you see, price waited, and then at this special day here, they continue together, and then they continue higher. You see, so there's a pause sometime after an expansion, and price can just wait, and after the rejection like these ones, we know prices continue higher, and we closed bullish. So let's observe Monday, but I think this week we can have great trade on gold. Okay, guys. So last, I will take this one. I'm not gonna do this one because they are very obvious, and I will need to study more before I do the analysis. We still have the call tomorrow, so we can check these ones. I want to see the EJ and GJ real quick. Let's go here. Where are they? Here. This is GBP. Now let me put the Euro JPY here and GBP JPY here. Let's go. Now let me real quick show you on the monthly time frame what price did here. You will see that sometimes the monthly time frame can tell us. You see here on the monthly time frame, this is GJ. When July, this is August. When July stopped, August came and swept liquidity up and then closed bearish, but also swept here. Okay, so the direction was not clear. But look at where we are. We are inside of a supply zone after a sweep here. This is on a monthly time frame. So this month possibly could go up just to retrace inside of this zone. Why? Look on the weekly time frame. You can see we have an engulfment. I need to grab all this and then delete it. You see here we have this, and price is probably trying to continue higher. You can see how we tried to go bearish and we hesitated here, and the news pushed everyone up, because after the dollar losing strength, GBP gained some strength, and then it can affect all the GBP other pairs that you can see here. We had this. We're just expecting to see price close above this line, exactly this. When we close above it, then we are bullish. If we don't, Monday, if we reject, it means we're gonna go like this. But if we start like this, then we're gonna go like this. Okay, guys? Same thing here on Euro. You can see on the monthly, bullish intention, targeting these highs. Okay, this is not a strong supply. It did not break any structure here, so this guy must be taken out. So we expect to see price continue higher like this to target these highs here on the monthly time frame. And we know with the weekly gave us something already. We started with this move, so I will maybe see price continue higher after this rejection. Like we said here, we want to see price close above this guy here, then we can validate our direction higher. So on GJ we need to observe. Okay, need to wait on the daily time frame. We are bullish, like I told you. Let's see if we can reach these guys here and then continue higher. So that's it, guys. I have 1 minute left. Thank you everyone for your presence. I think tomorrow we can have another call, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much. The link of the video, like I said, I cannot keep all my records somewhere, so I will put it somewhere on YouTube, and you all know we can share the link so we can rewatch this call. But let's be alert and wait for what price will give us tomorrow. Tomorrow I will look at the calendar and we're gonna see what news will come up so we can prepare ourselves. Okay, guys? Thank you, everyone. Have a happy Sunday. Stay blessed. Let's keep the mindset up. Let's push others and let's continue this, guys. This journey is a great journey. We need to share the experience with everyone. Okay, guys? Thank you again. Thank you, Jessica McGee. It's Jay McGee, yeah, for coming on the call. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you again. God bless you all, guys.